What was one of the most intriguing or interesting kind of collaborations or kind of, let's say, outside influences that you guys had? Because I know you've worked with people like, say, Roger Kneebone. I know you've worked
Sure.
with Charles Spence, Barry Smith, and I think we kind of know a lot of the same kind of people. What would you say are some of the kind of, not the most, or kind of any of the kind of interesting collaborations that you worked on?
Sure. So if I would pick, let's say, from the names you dropped, probably link it. So yes, with Charles Spence, and there was the history kind of behind of all the experiments as well that they were done with Heston at the early days when it comes to multisensory experiences. So with Professor Barry Smith as well, he was visiting the restaurant. We took the team as well to the School of Studies of Senses, right, in the University of London. It's been a while, but now we're actually, as we speak, we're exchanging some messages with Barry.
I've got him on the show on Friday.
All right, really? Nice. Yeah, no, lovely people, and they love restaurants as well. And Barry, I mean, he was coming in as well, so very, very important feedback. But yeah, there was like this really nice aura, right, and energy. So that was great as well, influence and identifying this discipline. So we took the team, actually, we went to the University of London and we did kind of some of those experiments. So it was really obviously eye-opening for the team as well.
What kind of experiments were they doing?
Well, we were doing, like, the blind tasting things and the bitter, the palate. I mean, it's been quite a while now, but
whether they were super tasty or not.
Exactly, with the sound and the taste and sound, right? If it's bitter, and but it was nice. It was very eye-opening as well for the team, seeing all these probably that they've read in the books and stuff. And it was interesting enough. It was actually my last. Well, there was some psychologists coming in as well, which I think that was as well really cool at the time and important. So we used to bring a couple. There was a psychologist and a film director, and we were filming the team. So the one part was they were presenting themselves. Hi, I'm Dimi. I come from Greece. We love Acropolis, whatever, and I'm here. But it was more about for them to see how, because we're talking about like 10, 12 years ago. So mobiles, they were not really, there was no social media, whatever, as now. So seeing yourself like in a video was quite something. That was one part. And then we were doing like a mock survey. So they would serve something. The members of the team, the front of house, they would present one or two, let's say, dishes or experiences, and they would be able to see themselves as a reflection from the guest point of view. So if I would say, let's say to Dimi, well, you know what, you need to, somehow let's work on the way you're very loud and you speak too fast and you move your hands a lot. And they would probably think, yeah, whatever, yeah, you're right, but let's see. And then when you see that, you're like, oh my God, is that me? So, and we had follow-up sessions with the psychologists, actually, and that was very helpful. There were other elements that surfaced that we kind of probably had some hints. So we were working on that follow-ups, and the team really, really appreciated. And one of the last project before I left, it was the one you mentioned actually with Professor Roger Kneebone. So it was a collaboration, St. Mary's Hospital and Imperial College. And we want to identify disciplines, right? So surgery with top restaurants operations. So we visited St. Mary's Hospital. We did a surgery simulation, which was really cool. And at the time was Johnny, the executive head chef, let's say, still around, and Dimitri, the new restaurant manager, plus the members of the team, and myself. As I said, it was my last project before I left. So we did that, and it was really cool to understand that in a surgery has quite actually a few common grounds with a restaurant, let's say, operation. Excuse me. And then they visited Bray so as to see our operation and the research and development. But that was as well, let's say, timing that I had already left. So it was kind of a nice, I think, as well, my end, like ta-da, closing, And as I said, Dimitri onwards took it to hire, and they're still working with Professor Kneebone